What's up, YouTube? It's the voice of college football, and today I got a very special video for y'all today. I got one of my friends, Mill, here for the preview of Michigan versus Minnesota. Say what's up, Mill.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
How long have you been a amazing Blue fan, man?
Ever since I was a little jit, man. Ever since I was a little kid, my dad played football at Michigan back in the late '80s. So ever since I could remember, I've been a Michigan fan. That's just how I've grown up in my household.
Okay. So starting off, man, what are some key factors in this week's game, Michigan and Minnesota? What would you like to see from the Wolverine against Minnesota Gophers?
All right, so what I like to see is obviously everybody knows that new quarterback Joe Milton, new O line, with the exception of Jalen Mayfield. And then we gotta fill the void of Lavert Hill and Josh Metellus at safety. But what I want to see is I want to see Joe Milton take care of the ball, be a leader, make plays, be that difference maker that we've been needing at quarterback. I want to see the O line, even though none of them they're not freshmen, but this their first time getting game experience. I want to see the O line look good in pass pro. I want to see them fire off the ball, blow Minnesota off the ball, and create holes for the running backs to be able to get the running game going. And then as far as for our corner spot, that's still up in the air. There's a few names they've been saying who's gonna fill that second corner spot. I want to see Vince Gray be the leader. I want to see him make plays because he's gonna have to guard Rashad Bateman the whole game. So we're gonna see how that
You
goes.
got number one.
Yeah, Vince gonna be our number one. And then what I'm hearing is for the other corner spot, I'm hearing that they said Jamon Green or DJ Turner. That's what I've been hearing for the second cornerback spot. So I haven't seen much on Jamon Green. I've seen DJ Turner a little bit because he went to IMG. He looked good there. And then I seen a little bit of what he did in the special teams on punt return as far as like blocking the gunners and stuff. So that's my three things I want to see. I want to see the quarterback, Joe Milton. I want to see him take the offense under grasp and make plays and take care of the football. I want to see the O line get off to a good start, be physical, blow them off the ball, win the trenches. And then I want to see how our second cornerback spot's gonna look.
Okay. All right, so this is Minnesota obviously has one of like the best wide receiver quarterback duos, probably a top five in the country, I believe. I think Tanner Morgan is one of the top five quarterback, and also Rashad Bateman is a top five receiver. He's for sure the best receiver coming back in the Big Ten. Um, how do you guys think? How do you think the Wolverines are gonna try to slow down the Minnesota offense?
I think we got to get off to a good start early. I think we got to dominate the trenches. I think the D line, which we got everybody coming back. I think we got to dominate the trenches because what Minnesota likes to do, they like to run the ball to set up their RPO game. And I noticed when I've been watching film, I noticed that they come out strong early on. So they like to run that inside zone. They like to run some RPO slants, and then they like to take some shots downfield with Rashad. And then last year they like to take shots with um Tyler Johnson, right? That's his name, Tyler
Yeah,
Johnson. Yeah. But he's gone. So um, it's like you said. The question was how we gonna. What I want to see how they gonna stop him.
yeah, slow them down.
As far as slow, I don't know if we can stop Rashad Bateman because he's a great player, Big Ten wide receiver of the year. I think we got to be able to slow him down, maybe limit his touches, make him work for a little bit more. I think the biggest thing is getting pressure on Tanner Morgan because he's not really a mobile guy.
Mm,
And in the past, quarterbacks that have gave Michigan problems have been mobile guys, and he's not so mobile. So I think that our D line with along our linebackers, what I think is our strongest part of the team, our linebackers with McGrone and Josh Ross. I think our front seven has to dominate and get pressure and make it uneasy for them because from when I watched a little bit of clips of the Wisconsin game, and I watched a little bit of Iowa game, but particularly the Wisconsin game. Yeah, it did start snowing, so that kind of affected me because they like to pass the ball a lot. But what I was seeing is Wisconsin was able to get pressure and kind of make Tanner Morgan get out the pocket. And what I noticed is when Tanner Morgan gets out the pocket, he's not as accurate when there's
Hmm.
pressure in his face and he rolls out the pocket. So that's what I think we got to do earlier. I think we got to be able to, dominate the trenches and get pressure to Tanner Morgan and not allow them to set up that run game, which ultimately is going to help them get their play action. Because from the main routes I seen them like they like to run. They like to run the slants, the digs, and the goes, the verticals.
Hmm.
And they typically like to run the slants, typically like first down, second and short, kind of on them RPO looks. And then like with the play action, they like to run them deep digs,
You go
especially
deep.
yeah, they like to run them deep digs with Bateman.
Hmm.
And Bateman, we've talked about this before in the past, but he's the real deal. He's a complete wide receiver. I was just watching him today, and I was just looking at some of his releases that he used off the line. It's like he's a dog, man. Like so, Vince Gray gonna have his hands full, but I think he's ready because I saw something today where they were saying how Michigan doesn't plan a double Rashad, which we've never really doubled any receivers. We kind of just let the chips roll where they may, you know what I'm saying, or
Hmm.
dice roll where they may, whatever the saying is. But
I'm surprised you said that. You just came out and said that
yeah.
to the
So
media.
no, I don't know if we said that, but I think they asked like, do you plan on doubling or something? I can't remember what was said, but I guess like Michigan doesn't plan on doubling him, which I don't really think we need to because
Hmm.
if you looked at some of the wide receivers we faced in the past, yeah, we faced KJ Hamler, and we should have probably doubled him or bracket him sometimes.
Yeah, just on the deep ball though, like you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah, but I'm not really worried about Rashad burning us that deep for real. He has speed, athleticism, great route runner and all, complete wide receiver. But I mean, we play Alabama in the bowl game, and they got the track squad out there with
yeah,
Waddle, Judy, and all them. And the time that Judy did burn us, it
Dax
was
Hill.
it, it was yeah, missed coverage and it was Dax Hill and he was playing at safety. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But as far as true man to man, like up in their face, I'm not really worried about Minnesota burning us per se. So
Yeah, Vince actually looked good in the Bama game last year. I was surprised.
but that's what I'm saying. Like Vince was staying with Jalen Waddle, and you know how fast Jalen Waddle is, and
Yeah.
Bateman's not as fast as Jalen Waddle. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that's my thing that we got to do early on. We got to be able to dominate the trenches, get pressure on Tanner Morgan, and don't allow him to get easy stuff. Because what I've seen a lot is he'll have like 4, 5, 6 seconds back there to drop all the way back and step up and throw that deep dig or find whoever. But I think if we, because Minnesota, from what I've seen, especially the big games they play in, they come out hot like real early. You know what I'm saying? And then they kind of slow down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's
Hmm.
just from what I've seen. So I think if we come out, match that intensity, hopefully we get the coin toss to go our way. We go on defense first and set the tone. Then I think we'll be in good shape. But as far as we got to be able to stop, we got to be able to set the trenches. You know,
Yeah, the run game in Minnesota is actually like very underrated. Well,
yeah,
Muhammad Abraham, he coming back like he had a good year last year. You know what I'm saying? And
hmm
like that was actually like a very underrated thing in their offense. Like they can run the ball really well. That opens up the passing game. I do
yeah,
think I do think y'all should like double Rashad Bateman like down the field. You know what I'm saying? Like on deep routes.
yeah,
Maybe not early to see how it is early. You know what I'm saying? And like make that adjustment later in the game.
hmm
I think that's what people do. That's why they slow down because like early, you're right. Because early he like be open deep and he takes it to the crib, but then they make that adjustment and they cover him over the top with with high safety. That
hmm
slows him down for sure.
yeah. And that is a good point. But I also think Michigan gonna run a little bit more zone this year because of
Okay.
Ambry being gone and Levert, being gone, and not to say that Dax and Vince and Brad Hawkins and whoever's gonna fill that second cornerback spot in the nickel spot that they can't cover. But I think we'll probably throw in a little bit more zone in there I wouldn't be surprised just because of. I think early on, I wouldn't be surprised just early on in the season we run a little bit more zone, and then we get back into our man packages.
Hmm.
But
No more
yeah,
Dr. Blitz.
yeah. Oh my God, we don't need no more man blitz, nah, bro. We don't need no more man blitz. Can we throw some zone blitzes in there? Can we, if it's third and long, can we not play man? Can we just, play the sticks? Come up, make the tackle? Because I mean, as an Ohio State fan, y'all killed us on them drags and them little running back angle routes on third and long. When we in man for what? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
as far as that early on, I think we just gotta get physical with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that it might snow in Minnesota. They said
that's
it
what I
was.
heard too.
Yeah, I'm hearing it might snow. So maybe that might work out to our favor because last time it was a big game in the snow versus Wisconsin, they got spanked.
Yeah. It was running the ball all up and down the field that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, moving on to the offensive side of the ball, you think Joe Milton can handle it in this first game?
Uh, I believe he can. A couple of things I want to see though. I was watching a little bit of film today. From the 2018 Ohio State game when he got in during the mop-up minutes. Now y'all still did have some of the starters that's gonna be playing, this year for y'all, like Sean Wade and Pete Warner and Jonathan Cooper. All them guys were out there when he was out there playing. But I think Joe Milton, I think he can handle it. I think what we got to be able to do first, I think we got to. I know Minnesota, they're going to try to throw a lot at him, you know what I'm saying? Because he's a first time starter, you know what I'm saying? They're going to see how he can handle, blitzes and setting protection, which that's been the main thing reporters have been asking Coach Harbaugh and Coach Warner, our O line coach and our offense coordinator. Co-offense coordinator is how is Joe Milton in our new center Andrew Vastardis been handling protections and setting that up. But I think we early on, I want to see us establish the run. I want to see Chris Evelyn get his touches because he's back this year. He's a dynamic player. So
Hmm.
maybe get the ball out to him in space because whenever he gets the ball in his hands, he makes plays. And then as far as we lost Nico Collins and DPJ and Tariq Black, but the guys who we fielded with, they have speed. They can create separation. I think it's just gonna be a matter of getting them the ball too because I don't think Minnesota's defense is that good. Last year they was okay, but they lost a lot. They lost Peter Coughlin, Andrew, and, Winfield
Hmm.
Jr. They lost another linebacker. They lost a lot, and that's kind of their biggest concern is can they defense hold up?
Hmm.
And I think early on with the new O line, I think it's going to be in peril that we establish the run and then use the run to take shots downfield with some of our speedsters like Giles Jackson or Mike Sainristil or Ronnie Bell. I think Ronnie Bell's gonna have a poised to have a big season this year just because his role he had last year. Like last year, he had a lot of catches. He didn't have that many touchdowns. I think he had one touchdown, which is so crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, but other than that, he was always getting open, making plays, catching the football. So I want to see him and Joe Milton connect and make plays. But I think it's all going to be on Joe Milton and the O line and see how they go. If we can't pick up blitzes or we can't run the football, it's going to be a long day. But
Mm.
if we could set the protection right and if we can run the football, I think because we got some hard runners with Zach Charbonnet and Hassan Haskins and then Swiss Army knife Chris Evans. And then they talk about the freshman Blake Corum might get some touches too. So yeah, that's how I feel about us going against their defense. Oh,
Yeah,
another
man.
and another thing to add in there before I don't mean to cut you off.
You good?
Minnesota's not good at tackling in space.
Hmm.
That's one thing I noticed from film. Like they're not good at tackling in space, and then the fact that they lose a couple, they lose their best defensive player, Winfield back there at safety, who was like their quarterback of the defense.
Yeah.
That it might show early in that game. But I think being at home rivalry game, I think PJ Flex gonna get them riled up, and they gonna come out flying. They gonna be aggressive. That's what I
Hmm.
expect.
Yeah.
Especially they gonna be aggressive. But I think hopefully we'll throw a little bit more bubble screens and just mix it up because times when we've been on the road, like for example, last year we played Penn State. I was watching that game earlier this week, and it was just like all they kept doing was them inside blitzes, bringing pressure on every time they could. And I'm just like, bro, if we throw the bubble screen, it'd be wide open. And the time they threw the bubble screen, look what happened. Ronnie Bell caught it, made somebody miss, almost scored a touchdown. And like when y'all played them, they tried to do the same thing against Dwayne Haskins. Y'all was killing them with the bubble screen,
Hmm.
KJ Hill. So yeah, we gotta take advantage of the matchups, and if they giving us the look we want on the outside for that bubble screen or reverse or whatever, we gotta take it because we can't just play conservative and just get in third and longs and make it hard on Joe Milton.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're right. They lose Antoine with Virginia. That was like the heart and soul of their defense, really.
Yeah,
Like they'll be struggling, and then out of nowhere, who catch a pick, and they'd be like, "Damn,
yeah,
they in the game still." You know what I'm saying? So, big game Saturday, 7:30, ABC in Minnesota. Right? It's in Minnesota, right?
yeah.
In Minnesota, might be snow in that game, man. What are your score predictions, man?
Well, from everything that we talked about as far as Joe Milton and being first time starter and our O line being fairly new as far as game experience, and then everybody pretty much, heart and soul of our team is going to be our defense. Um, I think as far as a game prediction or game prediction score, um, obviously I'm gonna pick Michigan. I can't go against the Maize and Blue. Um, I feel like a fair score. I feel like the last time we played at Minnesota it was close, came down to the wire. I think it might be like a good 28-24 Michigan. 28-24 Michigan. I think Minnesota might hop out on us early, make some plays, but I think we're gonna make adjustments and slow them down. And I think we're gonna get rolling and come back and take the lead. And then I think we're gonna make a stand at the end of the game and win the football game.
Okay. I agree. I think it's gonna be a tight game too.
Hmm.
Um, I got Michigan winning this game, man. I got Michigan winning, 31-24 by a touchdown. I agree with you. I think Minnesota might take the lead early. You know what I'm saying? Make good plays early with Rashad Bateman, the run game. But I do think for the first time in forever, Don Brown will come out and make some adjustments there. And
I think I think he might be. I think he humbled himself this offseason because this offseason they asked him about Ohio State, what Ryan Day said, and he just said, "We got to go to work, man. I'm not gonna sell no wolf tickets like I have in the past." So hopefully that means he's learned from his hard hitted ways and make some adjustments. What I think we will. I think Harbaugh and Don Brown know that the strength of our team is our defense,
Hmm.
and I think it's going to be. I think with Quiddy Pay and Aiden, I think Aiden Hutchinson might have a breakout game. That's just my opinion. Because he did good last year. I think he poised to have a breakout season this year, especially in the first game. Him and Quiddy on the outside with Carlo Kemp and Hinton inside. I think they just gotta make plays, man, because that's what's gonna come down to the trenches. And we can
Yeah.
dominate the trenches and get pressure on Tanner Morgan and allow him to have that that rhythm with Rashad. And that's another thing. Rashad, he just pretty much came back for real for them.
Hmm.
So he really wasn't practicing with them, throughout September, what I'm saying, like that. And he came back and said he was gonna play. So I think if we get pressure, that can ultimately mess up the rhythm between Tanner Morgan and Rashad. You know, and my thing is, let's force somebody else to beat us. Let's see what Chris Autman Bell can do. Let's make him beat us.
Hmm.
I don't know who their third receiver is. They really don't have one. From what I seen from film, number 82 last year was their third receiver. well, fourth, because but let's make somebody else beat us. Let's not let Rashad Bateman have a career game where he's just having 10 catches for like 200 yards and two
Yeah,
TDs. Let's not allow that to happen. All right, like I think early we gotta throw the rhythm off, not allow them to do what they want to do best, which is that run the football, then run their RPOs with the slants and the digs. We gotta take that away, and then as far as the offense, I don't think they have a whole lot of overall speed on the offense. That's just my opinion. So I'm not worried about them burning us deep or beating us on crossers and running. They really don't run a whole lot of crossing routes anyway.
yeah.
They kind they do a lot of like 1-on-1 routes. Like
Mm-hmm.
they receivers to beat the DBs as far as like on routes as far as digs, slants, goes, post corners. They run a lot of wide receiver screens too, so we gotta be alert for that. But yeah, hopefully Don Brown comes out and makes some adjustments and get some we can turnovers. If we can force some turnovers, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're right because it's like they did lose Tyler Johnson, so like last year, a lot of stuff opened up with Rashad Bateman because they had Tyler Johnson.
Yeah,
And they only got Auburn Bell right now. He's good, but he's not like that great. So
yeah.
Rashad Bateman could be locked down pretty easily, but we gonna see, man.
Yeah.
Um,
What I do expect if we do double him, it'll be Vince Gray on him and then Brad Hawkins over top at safety
uh-huh.
because I think they'll have I've also been hearing Makari Pate has been looking good. He's been learning the defense pretty well. He might get some playing time, but I think and plus we got some length too at corner with Javon Green and Vince Gray. Both of them are over 6 foot. I think Vince might be like 6'2".
They got long arms too.
Yeah, so and I heard he's been having a tremendous offseason. So I think he'd be ready. You know what I'm saying? I think
Mm.
Don Brown and I think they'll have them boys ready. Like I said, I don't think Minnesota has whole lot of speed on offense. I'm not worried about they running back burning us, with runs up the middle because, like I said, I think the strongest part of our defense is probably going to be our linebackers with Cam McGrone and Josh Ross.
Y'all D line is good. Like
Yeah, everybody coming back, like
they,
so.
they got they got to chill out with talking about Aiden Hutchinson the next Nick Bosa and shit.
Man,
They got
he
chill out with that one.
he good, but I want to see him like I want to see him be a game wrecker, like
Yeah,
Nick Bosa, well Nick or Joey.
they said he's like the next Bosa. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see why they say that. I see like because of build, because of how he's six
yeah.
six, big guy. You know what I'm saying? Kind of similar to Joey
Mm-hmm.
and Nick. Um, but Joey and Nick are bigger than him from a physical standpoint. When you
Yeah.
just look at 'em. But I can see why they make that sort of comparison. But nah, maybe Aiden Hudson can live up to the hype this year because I think he's probably our best D lineman this year. Last year I think Josh Uche was, and then
Mm-hmm.
probably Aiden and then Quiddy. But this year I think I want to see Aiden dominate, man. Especially I don't I, I'm just not sold on I'm sold on Rashad Bateman, Tanner Morgan. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, I'm not really sold on them. I don't think they
I'm
owe.
not either.
Yeah, like I'm not really sold on everybody else, and yeah, I feel like there's gonna be also a psychological fact because in the past, you know, Minnesota hasn't beaten us in Minnesota in like forever, and then we typically dominate that game. So hopefully, we come out and just make plays. That's what's really gonna come down to. Like I said, I'm not afraid of their speed on offense. They don't really have no speedsters really, for real. Um, and and then as far as offensively, we just got to take care of the ball. Can't be out there throwing picks. Can't be out there fumbling the ball. Can't be out there missing protections and getting Joe Milton killed and then putting Cade McNamara in there, and then that's just all hell for us. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's just gonna come down. We gotta take care of our business. We gotta go in there like they disrespected us. Like the fact that they gonna try to act like Minnesota's on our level when they've never been on our level. as a program wise. So we got to come in there pissed off, ready to make a statement. Prime time, the whole country watching. You got to make plays. That's what it's gonna come down to, making plays, man.
Gotta make plays, man. But there you have it, man. Michigan versus Minnesota preview in the eyes of a Michigan fan. Score predictions, mine was 31-24. What was yours again?
28-24.
28-24. So we gonna see, man. We got Michigan winning. Hey, man, can't wait for this game. It's the voice. Peace.